Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, chemo sabe, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit.
One way, one way, one way, one way, one way.
Coming up on my double.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we something authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, chemo shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put billions of my houses. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole. Was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yahanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
All right, if you can hear me loud and clear, type a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, type a 1 in the chat. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we have here. All right, okay, I see you. Young man Darius, Corral come, Adolphus last, Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't done so, y'all make sure y'all like and share the stream. Let's like and share the stream real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's like and share this stream. Right. Let me turn that off. Okay. Shalom, Awawadi, I see you. All right, let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. All right. Shalom, Israel, shalom. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar, Alathan Bahashim, Yahweh Shai to the sisters.
We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite group or Christian organization, and we teach the truth according to the Bible. There's only one truth. Y'all hear me say it all the time. There's only one truth. There's so many groups and so many different organizations and so many beliefs and philosophies and ideologies and religions. The problem is, in all those different things, there's only one truth. There's only one truth. And the truth is, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. That's the truth according to the Bible. That's what the Bible is saying. If you have gone to church and you go to church right now, or you're in some belief system or some religion, and they're not teaching you that God has a chosen people, they're not teaching you the truth. The church is in business of lying to you because they tell you that God loves everybody, when that's not biblical, nor is that true. And second, God has a favorite people. And we're going to go into that tonight. I know everybody watching these Olympics, and you watching how the USA, I love how they lump us in as American, brother, when we're winning for America. Right. I love how it's America is sweeping the Olympics. Now let's tell the truth about what's really happening. Black people and Hispanics are winning all the medals at the Olympics for America. Right. You understand? And they don't want they never want to consider us American and give us the same rights and treatments. But the moment we make this place look good and look better, all of a sudden now we're all American. Yeah, where was that when you were killing civil rights activists? Where was that when you were hanging black men from light poles because you didn't want to be drafted? Where was all that we're all American when you burned Black Wall Street and you burned all our black towns and cities that were doing better than your white trash trailer parks? What was all that we're all American? You understand? But that doesn't exist except unless you're making America look great by being an athlete. Shalom, just starting paint. I see you. Shalom, Akira. That's right, young man Darius. We the greatest to play that sport. We are the greatest to do everything. And I'm going to show you how what you're seeing in the Olympics ties into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go into just a little bit brief history of the Olympics and what it really is. And then we're going to go into what you're seeing. What you're seeing in front of your face is the proof of who the children of Israel are. And a lot of our people don't know how to draw the correlation. I'm going to draw the correlation for you. Shalom, Princess Isaiah Ramah Salaki. Go ahead, Shapat.
Salaki, they even in the other countries, right? Mm-hmm. Like the women's basketball team, they won. I think they won the gold or whatever.
You're right.
But I think the last people they were playing was France. And I'm looking at it like France was getting in their business towards the end. I'm like, uh-oh. But they came back. But when I looked at it, I was like, but you know what? That's nothing but sisters on the France team.
There you go.
It was like one Frenchie over there drinking, but the other ones, all sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For every country, we dominating for that country.
That's right. You understand? What you'll see is, that's why Arwa did everything. Shalom, Officer Yahanna. You understand? Wherever we are, we make that place great. Right. You understand? And we're going to go into it. I'm Precinct Officer 5000 Kazak Ahmad. I got Precinct Officer Shapat, Precinct Officer 500 Shapat Yak rocking and rolling with me. This is I.S.U.P.K, Washington, D.C. And tonight is the Tuesday night brotherhood class. And I'm going to give you a dose of brotherhood that is well needed. You understand? Because I'm seeing how you black people are divided. This Olympics is highlighting how black people are divided. I see there's a divide between black people in the UK, black people in the Caribbean, black people in America, and then you want to add us to people that you think are black and not even black. We're going to go into it. You understand? If you have any questions, type your questions in the chat. You understand? If you have any questions, type your questions in the chat. Lord allow, we can get your questions. Shalom, sis. Shalom, I see you, Shapara. Right. Of course, as always, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and let's share the stream. Right. So first, if I could, let's get Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 8. The officer Korah Lakum asks for this scripture. So let's get that. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 8. Whenever you got it, you can read. Shalom, Kavanah. I see you, sis.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 8. After many days, thou shalt be wished in the later years.
Visited. No sweat. Excuse me. Right? So now, if y'all haven't done so, like and share the stream. I know it's been a minute. It's good to see everybody. Everybody type 100 emoji in the chat if you're happy to see me. Priest and Officer Shapat Dayak been holding it down, man. Give Shapat a hand. You understand? Priest and Officer 500 Shapat Dayak has been holding it down. You understand? Of course, I've been doing the work of the Lord under commanding General Yahanna and in different zones. You understand? Trying to be like the men above me. I'm trying to get my Cap Mashak on. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, Priest and Officers Bakwash, Barak, Shapat Dayak, the brothers here in DC, Kagar, they've been holding it down. You understand? The Water 2 Shapat for holding it down and teaching excellent classes. It would not be the last time you get to do that, brother. Trust me. It will not be the last time. You understand? I'm hearing that brothers and sisters are absolutely amazed, you understand, at your classes. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how you know the Spirit of the Lord is in the UPK, because this is the place where the men above us and the men above you want you to be better than them. That's not the spirit in the church. The spirit in the church is the pastor wants all the shine and glory. How do you know? That's why he puts his name on the damn church. He put his name on everything. He put his name on the church. He put his name on the flyers. He put his name everywhere. And he wants it where if he's not there, everything falls apart. Right. To them, that's good leadership. Meaning to them, they feel good knowing that this all would fall apart if I'm not here. See, that's terrible leadership. You know when the Spirit of the Lord dwells here, because if one man is no longer there or has to step away, everything flows as if they are here. We're all being trained to sit in positions, you understand, just in case. Not just in case, but that we're all being trained to sit in positions if need be and soon to come. You understand? So a brother can step to the side for a second or let a brother get some shine or, you know, whatever it may be. And the brother can step right into the seat and function and operate. And the truth can continue to function and operate as if nobody left. Right. The proof of that is, I know many of you thought you let Satan play you into believing that the truth would fall apart when you leave because you did so much work. I did so much for the truth. I just know once I leave, it's going to fall apart because I'm the one that's holding together for real. I'm the one that's doing all the work. I'm the one that's there all the time. So I know once I leave, it's going to fall apart. And you know what happens? Satan plays you to leave the truth. And guess what happens when you leave? Shapat?
The Lord brings it even better, brother.
The Lord brings somebody that is better than you. And it makes us look at you like you are the reason why we couldn't get ahead. Right. That's what happens. Right. You don't think you think I'm just talking. I've seen this happen since I've been in the school. You understand? I've seen this happen. I won't call no names, but I've seen this happen where a brother thought that he was something. And the Lord allowed Satan, you understand, to get at him, and he did not fight and resist Satan. And he left here thinking that the truth would fall apart because of all the work he thought he was doing. And then the Lord brought in a brother that was younger, smarter, stronger, more loyal, more courageous than him. And he got so much more done in a short amount of time, to the point that we looking at the cat that left like, damn, he was the reason why this wasn't advancing. Right. Don't let Satan play you. The Lord does not need any of us. You better remember that. The Lord does not need me. He doesn't need you. You are in the truth to pay back a debt that could never be repaid. Don't forget it. Don't ever forget it, because the moment you forget it, Satan is going to play you. He plays sisters too. I know some of you sisters, the ones that's married, you think that you know, I do all this for this man and I helped him support the truth. And, you know, I didn't change so much. I do all this, and Satan will have you thinking it's best to leave your husband. And you'll leave your husband, and we'll see, like we've seen many times before, you'll be on OnlyFans or Snapchat selling nudes. We'll see. We'll just watch your life just spiral out, and you'll be the whore you always wanted to be deep down inside. Or for the sisters that are single, you think because you ain't got a man yet, somebody owes you anything. I've been in the school long enough and I changed and I've been doing all the right things, but I ain't got a husband yet. And then you'll leave the truth, and then you'll go have sex with the first man that gives you a compliment, and then you'll find out that he's been molesting your children, and he's selling drugs out your house, and the police will raid your house, and we'll just look at your destruction, and it'll be a lesson to us to not do what you did. Don't let Satan play you. Shalom, Mario. I see you, mighty man. Do not let Satan play you. Fight your demons. Fight. You understand? So now we are at Shalom, Maria. I see you, sis. So now we are at Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 8. You understand? The officer Korah Lacum out of Baltimore wanted the breakdown on this. Let's get this, if you could, Shapap.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 8. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the later years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
That's right. Or what he says, single sisters think they got the right to be outside. Well, so are animals. That's right. You understand? That's right. Animals have the right to be outside. You understand? The scripture says the feet of a woman that abideth not in her house, you understand, is a woman that's not a righteous woman. You understand? I'm paraphrasing, of course. So now, Korah, if you listening, Shapar, go up to verse 4. What this is talking about is prophesying this is prophesying the destruction of Esau, the destruction of this current way of society. If you look up so many videos on YouTube, the decline of America, brother, do you know how many videos will pop up where you see not us on there, but you'll see fellow white men? You understand? White men that live in America talking about the decline of America because they see it. Anybody that studies history understands that history repeats itself. You ever heard that phrase before? That phrase has some truth to it. All throughout history, empires have risen and they have fallen. So much so that there's a graph that you can look at, brother, that historians have a graph, and they have the start date of an empire, and they have like a graph, a line. And so, for instance, you'll see Babylon, and you'll see Babylon, the time Babylon start to rise, and then you'll see if Babylon hit its peak, and you'll see it come down, and then you'll see Egypt. As one empire is coming down, one is rising. And you see as Egypt is rising and it hits its peak, it starts to decline. And as it starts to decline, you'll see Greece start to rise. And as Greece is rising and it hit its peak and it come down, you'll see as Greece is coming down, Rome is rising. This is the case all throughout history. It will not be any different this time around. The current way of society is ran by the United States of America. It's ran by Esau. You understand? The current way of things is ran by America. That's why if you type in your phone, that's why they have a term called superpowers. Who are the world powers or the superpowers? It's referring to the nations that are pretty much in charge, that run things. Well, America has been a superpower since World War I. You understand? America has been the world's superpower since World War I. It swapped places with the British Empire. Now, Britain is still Britain still has power. You understand? And the breakdown you need for this is the 10 horns and the 7 heads. You understand? All these European nations are just an extension of the Roman Empire. America, Britain, Spain, Portugal, Germany, France. All these European nations and America are an extension of the same beast, the Roman Empire. And they're all currently in its decline. You understand? They have all risen and they're all in the decline. America being the leader of them all. You understand? So now we're reading about Shalom Shapala. What we're reading about in Ezekiel is the decline and the fall of the current empire, the current way of society. Go ahead, Shapala, if you could read that.
Okay, look at Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Well, this is what the Lord says. He said, I will put hooks in your jaws. I love the scriptures because it's very visual. You understand? If you have anybody that loves to read, I love to read. Since I was a kid, I used to love to read. I had an excellent imagination. I still do. So I love to read a little bit more than movies because I like to create my own visuals. And that's what reading does. And the Bible is written so poetically with so many rich analogies and metaphors that it compares things to different things. And when you read the Bible, you have to be able to visualize certain things. Go ahead, Shaphat.
It's like, sir, I could be wrong, but isn't this the verse that Commander Yahanna talks about, like Russia, when Russia tried to, get with the West, with what's his name, Gorbachev.
Yes.
And, they were starting to westernize a little bit. And the Lord said, now I'm going to bring you back to where I need you. You know what I'm saying? Where you was at first.
Right.
I mean, I'm right.
That's correct. You understand? You had the Cold War. The Cold War was a unofficial war between the United States and Russia. After World War II and the Nazis were defeated, the Russians and the United States were against each other. And they had what they call the arms race. They were both competing now to create the nuclear bomb. That's why you have the satellite Sputnik. The United States and Russia were competing to be the first nation to go outer space. They were competing to have the first nuclear bomb. And once they created nuclear bombs, the United States and Russia have been competing on stockpiling the most nuclear weapons. Well, there was a time period. I'll get it for you. Get me, if you could, Shaphat, on your phone, type in Operation Plowshare. Operation Plowshare. Project Plowshare. Right? Project Plowshare. If you haven't done so, y'all make sure y'all like and share the stream. Any questions you have, type your questions in the chat. We'll get your questions. Go ahead, Priest.
Okay. Project Plowshare was the overall United States program for the development of techniques to use nuclear explosives for peaceful construction purposes.
Right. Project Plowshare. Shalom, I see you, sis. Arawadi said the Soviet Union flag had a sickle, which is a hook in the shape with a hammer. Yes, that is absolutely true. You understand, which goes into this, not confirms the scriptures, the other way around. The scriptures confirm what's happening. You understand? Because the Bible has always been true. Muhammad said, the burden of the Lord shall ye mention no more. If any man's word should be his burden for you. But the words to the God. What are you trying to say, Muhammad? What are you trying to say? You post the scriptures. What are you trying to say, Muhammad? Just come out and say it. You understand? You don't understand the scriptures that you're posting. So just come out and say what you're trying to say. Muhammad Salah. Right? What do you say, Moses? God will raise up for you, probably like me, man. What he tells you. Yeah, see, Moses spoke against your religion. Islam is the religion of terrorists, child molesters, thieves, and homosexuals. That's what Islam is. Islam is the religion of drug dealers, drug addicts, fiends, men that sleep with animals. Islam is spoken against by Moses. Moses commanded the children of Israel to not take on those idols. The original Islam had 365 gods.
Right.
That's the true Islam. The thing that you think you serve is a bastardization because your Muhammad was an illiterate Arab that was fascinated with black people. You know who Muhammad was? DJ Khaled. How DJ Khaled built his career off of black people. That's Muhammad. Muhammad built his religion off of black people, the Israelites. And before Muhammad, the Arabs believed in 365 gods.
Right.
You understand? The moon and the star, that crescent moon and star that y'all have on all your flags, those are idols. Nana and Ningle. You understand? You don't believe in one God. You claim to believe in just Allah. You don't have one God. You have multiple gods and deities and idols. That's because you're not the children of Israel. You're not the people in the book. And even your trash book, the Quran, says that the children of Israel are God's chosen people.
Right.
That's what your book says. The Bible doesn't mention you bastards. The Bible doesn't say the Ishmaelites are God's chosen people. The Bible says that Ishmael would not be chosen. The covenant would not be given to Ishmael, but to Isaac. Ishmael are your people. Isaac are our people. And if you believe that the Ishmaelites are chosen, it goes into the topic of the class. Show me one Arab that won a gold medal. If you believe that the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, are God's chosen people, show me. Does anybody know? Can anybody name me one Arab that won a gold medal at the Olympics? Now I know this is winning medals doesn't equate to anything, but at the same time, there's certain things you can look at, brother, that is just right in front of your face. Black people won all the damn medals. I don't see any Arabs. What's the Arab Sha'Carri Richardson? Who's the Arab Noah Lyles? Who's the Arab Mike Tyson? Where's the Arab Michael Jackson? Where's the Arab George Washington Carver? Where's the Arab Benjamin Banneker? Your people are I can't even say the damn word. Your people are goat drivers, camel drivers. Your people are dust dwellers. That's what your people are. Musty dust dwellers. God didn't choose your people, man. Y'all got a lot of money over there, though. The Lord did say he will make you a fruitful nation. And y'all got a lot of kids and a lot of money because of that oil. But best believe God didn't choose you, and we can see it. You understand? We're looking at it. You are a backwards people. You are a backwards people that are not chosen by God. And that's all I will give you. I'm not entertaining you no more outside of that because you're not typing anything in. Go ahead, Shapat.
It's not right. I'm definitely going to say something about the idols and them going in the booth. But also about that rock that they idolize and walk around and kiss.
Right.
But I definitely got your Quran precept to cut them about that.
Which one you got? Surah 5 and 22?
I got so many of them.
Oh, me too. There's a bunch of them. That's why I'm asking which one you got. Because the Quran says it.
At least 6. You can just pick which one you want, 1 through 6.
Let me get the Surah 5 and 22. You got that one?
22.
Or 5 and 21?
I got, oh no, it's a whole lot of them.
Well, give me, just give me one. It don't even matter. No sweat.
This is out of the Quran, Surah 2, verse 40.
Okay.
O children of Israel, call to mind my favor, which I bestowed on you, and be faithful to your covenant with me.
Right. So now this is in the Quran. For y'all don't know this.
Right.
The same nasty trash book that they hold on to and claim to. It says in their book, God has favored the children of Israel. That's what it says in their book. It says that God made the covenant with the children of Israel. Muhammad Salah, when did it change? When did God take his covenant and stop favoring the children of Israel? When did that change, Muhammad Salah? Because your book in the Quran says that the Lord had favored the children of Israel and that he made the covenant with them. He said, after the Jews killed Prophet Zechariah and killed the son prophet of John the Baptist, tried to kill Prophet and destroy Solomon's temple and in the same holy place. No. Where does it say that at?
Right.
Where does it say that at? Tell me what surah says that now God took his covenant from the children of Israel and gave it to another people. Where in the Quran does it say that? So you didn't know that we knew the Quran. You're not talking to Christians. You're not dealing with choir boys. We are trained to destroy Muslims like yourself. We are trained to obliterate and cut musty dust dwellers that kiss rocks and bang their head on rugs. We're trained to do that. Now, Muhammad, I'm waiting for you to tell me where in the Quran, what surah says that the covenant was taken from the children of Israel and given to another people. And as y'all can see, that's on YouTube. Those that are watching on YouTube, he won't type that in. He won't type that in because it doesn't exist. Even in his own trash book, we are God's special people.
Right.
Even in his own book. You know why? Because Muhammad seen that we are the people worth copying and following.
Right.
You don't believe me? Look, that's the Lord, brother. I opened the book. This was sitting right in the page where it needed to be.
Right.
Right where I wanted to go. Look at that. This won't he do it. That's what the Lord wanted this to happen. You understand? Shapat, read. Read this right here. You can read this title and then start at this paragraph. You're gonna read these two paragraphs.
Okay.
You can stay right there if you could, priest.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you.
First two titles, right?
No, the last two.
The last two right here.
Yep, the last two.
Okay. But I think we got one that's week.
Let's read this first, and then we're gonna get back to the precept. You can stay right here, Shapat. It's too wild because I need that book back.
Come. From Babylon to Timbuktu.
Shalom Nizam, I see you. Go ahead.
Page 45. In the early years of Muhammad's life, he passed his time as a shepherd boy. We must remember that many successful men have risen from insignificant and humble conditions.
So, right, it's telling you here the history of Islam, the birth of Islam. Muhammad, as a boy, was a shepherd. Right. You understand? That's how he passed time. He was a shepherd boy. Keep reading.
Come. Watching the sun by day and the stars by night left opportunity for Muhammad to contemplate in solitude and reflect on the events and profundities of the world. After Muhammad became a camel driver, he traveled to remote and intriguing lands. He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind.
Stop right there. This is funny right here because still to this day, if you go to New York, brother, that's what Arabs are known for. A camel driver is nothing more than a taxi driver today. And if you old enough to remember New York, when they still got yellow cabs, you understand? But brother, before the industry was taken over by Uber and Lyft, you know those Arabs were the taxi drivers. That's Muhammad. Muhammad was a taxi driver. You understand? That's Muhammad. He was a taxi driver, right? That was fascinated with the culture of another people. You understand? Because he was a taxi driver, he was a camel driver, Muhammad was able to travel to different places. And just like any man or woman that is well-traveled, guess what you run into? Other cultures. If you're well-traveled, you come in contact with things that people that don't travel would never come in contact with. So because Muhammad was a camel driver, he was well-traveled. You understand? And he came into contact with different cultures by doing business with different people, the merchants. You understand? Keep reading.
Okay. On his business trips, he met Jews, Christians, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religions. He frequented the environment of the Jews and their rabbis, mostly because they were merchants and on omnipresent ethnic and omnipresent ethnic group, because he could not read or write.
He could not read or write. Muhammad was illiterate. Now, this is not making fun of anybody that's illiterate, because many of our grandfathers were illiterate. You understand? My grandfather had a 6th grade education, and he was a great man and an intelligent man. So just because you can't read and write doesn't mean you're not intelligent. I believe Muhammad was very, very intelligent, because in order for him to create what he created, you have to be very intelligent to finesse the way he finessed. Keep reading.
Okay. Because he could not read or write, his ears were attentive and keen to everything that the Jews related to him.
Because he couldn't read or write, just like anybody that grew up with people that can't read or write, they make up for it in other ways. They're usually very street smart. People that can't read and write, that don't do good in school, usually are compensate by being very street smart. They're good at hustling. They're good at making money. You understand? They're good at listening. You understand? That's usually how it goes, because you have to compensate in order to survive. That was Muhammad. He couldn't read or write, but he was good at listening, and he listened to the Jews. He paid attention to the Jews. Keep reading.
Okay. Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion and compounded it with his new religion, Islam.
Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion. Of course, when it says Jewish religion, that's the only way that they know how to describe our culture as the Jews. You understand? It says Muhammad took from the culture of the Jews. He stole. That's right, Adolphus Last. Muhammad stole. Muhammad was just another culture vulture. Muhammad was DJ Khaled. You understand? Name me one DJ Khaled song where he's rapping. Can anybody name me one DJ Khaled song where he's rapping? Yeah, you can't. That's Muhammad. Muhammad was a man that couldn't even read or write, but he could steal. He could hear something and now have a good imagination and create something else. And that's what he did. Because he traveled so much and he was in contact with our people in this traveling, he was fascinated by us. Of course, like everybody's fascinated by black people,
right?
By Hispanics and Native Americans. We are the most fascinating people on the face of the earth. They had a white woman lie and say she was a break dancer and created a breakdancing competition at the damn Olympics. Breakdancing was created by us in the ghettos. Breakdancing wasn't created at Harvard. Breakdancing wasn't created at some Fortune 500 company. Breakdancing was created in the ghettos by blacks and Hispanics. We are always the most fascinating people. Everybody copies us. And Muhammad was no different back then. He seen our culture and he took our culture and created Islam. Islam is a bastardization of the culture of the Jews. Go ahead, Shapa.
Like, sir, and I've noticed most of these Arabs are getting real cocky these days. It's because more of them are brought over here, you know what I'm saying, given a pass over here for nothing, and they giving them businesses and all the money they need and living conditions that they need.
That's right.
And our Latino brothers don't get it.
Right.
If I may, I saw as I was coming from the body shop today, I'm looking, and it was a lady. She obviously couldn't drive, as most Arab women I see can't drive.
Right.
You know, so she got a dent on the side of her car, and she's bringing the dude to come look at the dent. And as I'm looking, I look at her tag, and it said U.S. government. She's definitely one of the ones that they brought over here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or family, wife of, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Traders.
I see he came in on another page. He said, "You are the real Moses' sons." He said the prophet Muhammad told us the prophet Moses was a black prophet. Yeah, you telling us something that we already know. Right. See, you're used to saying bits and pieces of the truth to try to win us over. You can't give us an identity because we already have our identity. We already know these things. We know Moses was black. We know the history of all the Jews being black. We already know that. And that's, once again, the Arabs today are just like Muhammad. Whenever they start to lose, they got to find ways now to try to get you in, to try to get you to try to disarm you. And so, of course, he can admit bits and pieces of the truth. Well, you know, Moses was black. Even Muhammad said Moses was black. Nigga, we know that.
Right.
You ain't telling us nothing new. We know Moses was black, and that's how we know your dirty prophets stole from our culture. The same way DJ Khaled stole from black people, and now DJ Khaled is more famous than the people he stole from. You don't know any of the people. You don't know what prophets, what black Jews. You understand? I say black Jews to say what the book says. Of course, black Jew is like saying white Caucasian. You understand? Because the Jews are black. You understand? None of us know the names of the Jews that Muhammad encountered, do we? Nah, we don't know none of the Jews that he copied from. And that's DJ Khaled. As time goes on, you won't even remember the artist that DJ Khaled stole from, but you will remember him, and that's Muhammad, man. You understand? Islam is garbage. If you are black, Hispanic, or Native American, you should not be a Muslim. Now, if you are an Arab, like this cat right here, you should be a Muslim. It benefits you. If I was an Arab, I would be for Muhammad and Allah too. It benefits you. Just like if I was a white man, you best believe I'm praying to him. If I was a white man, you couldn't tell me nothing about sweet baby white Jesus. If I was a white man, because guess what? This has benefited white people. The same way Muhammad has benefited Arabs, the same way Buddha has benefited the Chinese, the same way Shiva and Krishna have benefited the East Indians. But guess what? If you are black, Hispanic, or Native American, none of those things have benefited us. And we have proof of that. There is no proof. You understand? Excuse me. Yeah, there is no proof that an Arab can give us to show how Islam has benefited our people. Islam has destroyed black people. Islam continues to destroy black people. Christianity has destroyed black people, and it continues to destroy black people. You want us to join something and believe in something that has no benefit for us. That's because you hate black people. You hate Hispanics and you hate Native Americans. And that's why the Lord set up prophets to protect his people from culture vultures and predators like yourself. I'm done with this cat. You understand? I'm done with this cat. And let this be a lesson to the y'all that's watching. Like the sister said, he's a Muslim in here watching what we do. We didn't go to an Islam page. We don't even do that. We don't go to Muslims' pages when they teaching the Quran. We don't go and sit in on that noise. You go and do that undisturbed. But the moment blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans take back their culture and serve their God, everybody now has to come in and spectate and watch and to see what we're doing and why are we believing this. Because everybody understands the moment we come back to our God and our culture, we rise above you. We're already above you.
Right.
You just don't see it in full effect. You can't name me one Arab Olympian that won a gold medal yet. We're better than you. We're better than your Muhammad. Your Muhammad couldn't wipe the foot of the least of our people. Go ahead, Shapa.
Salaki, I got a Quran precept that just back this the whole thing you just said.
Let's read that, then we're gonna get back to the topic.
Come, sir. This is out of the Quran. Surah 2, verse 47. O children of Israel, call to mind the favor which I bestowed on you, and that I made you to excel the nations.
That's what Muhammad said in your own book. The children of Israel were made to excel the other nations. If you believe that your people are the chosen people, show me where they have excelled over the children of Israel. And I ain't talking about the white man putting you over us. That's not what I'm talking about, because you come to America and you excel over us because of a system the white man has put in place. I'm talking about if with left alone, if you got black people left alone and Arabs left alone, black people excel. This is how bad it is. The white man puts you above us and stomps on our necks, and somehow we still excel over you. We're so much better than you. It's not even funny. We're better than you. Yeah. And black people, y'all got to stop being blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You got to stop being scared of saying that and feeling that. You have to understand you are better than them. You are beneath Islam. Islam is beneath you. Christianity is beneath you. It's a peasant's belief. You are princes and princesses of the power. Why the hell you listening to the beliefs of the damn peasants? Let the peasants believe what they need to believe to make it. You're not, that's not you. You're not a peasant. You weren't meant to be a peasant. You were meant to rule the earth. Stand up, get off your damn knees. Get the religions off your back and stand up and take back your culture, man. Now that we got him out the way, now let's go back to what we were talking about. You understand? If y'all haven't done so, hit that like button, like and share. And listen, if you know you are better than these other nations, type it in the chat. You understand? Say, I am better than the other nations. Type that in the chat. Uzzah said the Shemites, Semitic, the Israelites never had a religion. We have the, I don't know what you're trying to say, the Torah, the law. Oh, you asking a question. That's correct. You understand? We don't call ourselves Shemites. You understand? We call ourselves Israelites. You understand? To say a Shemite is very broad. The Arabs are Shemites.
Right.
The white man is a Shemite. The Asians are Shemites. You understand? We call ourselves Israelites because from Shem, you have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look, now he's saying we all equals. You see that? You see that? The moment you tell the truth that you better, now it's all God love us all. I try to tell y'all, the UPK has been trying to tell you, Islam is nothing more than dusty Christianity.
Right.
That's what Islam is. Islam is nothing more than dusty Christianity. The moment we come out and tell the truth, now all of a sudden, well, we all equals. God loves everybody. Nigga, please. Type in the chat. You are better than the other nations. If you believe that, type that in the chat. I am better than the other nations. Go ahead, Shapak.
Salaki is crazy because we just read in his book, and it says in the Bible that no, Israelites are better than everybody.
Right.
And he just heard it, but he like, oh, we equal. That means he don't even agree with his own book.
That's right. His book just said the children of Israel to excel over the other nations. You don't even believe in what you believe in. That's why I don't take you Christians or you Muslims serious. Because when it come down to the nitty gritty, you don't even believe in what you claim to believe in. Your book said that the children of Israel were created to excel over the other nations. You just said that we're all equal. That's not what the Quran says.
Right.
That's not what the Quran says. That's what your book says. I'm done with this cat. He can fight for that. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And that's the part too we got to understand. He's doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to fight for supremacy. For us to follow their religion is supremacy for them. You should fight for that. It has nothing to do with us. Let the Arabs serve their gods. Let the white man serve his gods. Let the Asian and the East Indians and the Africans serve their gods. You, children of Israel, it's time for us to serve our God, Yahweh. You understand the power in the scriptures. You understand? That's right. We don't have, so Uzzah Benai, that's correct. We don't have a religion. The Lord did not give us a religion. He gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? That's like reading the Constitution and then you making a religion around the Constitution. You're a nutcase. The Constitution has nothing to do with a God. You understand? The Constitution has nothing to do with a religion. You understand? The Constitution is a set of rules to govern this nation. That's the Bible. You understand? The Bible are our laws, statutes, and commandments meant to establish and govern a nation of our own. That's what the Bible is. You understand? It's not talking to all people. It never was and never will be. You understand? So now where we at? Let's go back to Project Plowshare. Project Plowshare. We breaking down Ezekiel 38 and 8, and then we're gonna get into this Olympics. If anybody has any questions, type your questions in the chat. Anybody has any questions, type your questions in the chat. Let me read some of these comments. Who we got? Where we at? Shell said, I'm better than the other nations. That's right, Shell. Adolphus Laz, I am better than the other nations. That's right, brother. He said, we all equals. That's hilarious. Thimba said, I am better than these other nations. That's right, Thimba. Black Dazzle, I am better than any other nation. That's right. Yahweh Bob says, Salam too says, we are better, the salt of the earth, especially our men, sons, and brothers. Our sisters too, sis. You damn right, though. The water, Most High in Christ. Our men, women, children, our pets are better than the other nations, brother. You understand? An Israelite dog is better than a heathen dog. You understand? We just better. Everything. Mario Dominguez, I am better. That's right, mighty man. Our Wadia, I ask for the other nations. I am better than you heathens. That's correct. Damn right. That's right, Maria. We are better than those nations. That's right. That's right, young man Darius. I am better than the other nations. That's right, brother. Mr. African said, is wanking lawful? If you're saying wankle, Mr. African warrior, when you say wanking, if you're referring to what you would call masturbation, there is no law against masturbation. You understand? There is no law against it in the scriptures, which means where there's no law, there's no sin. Right. It is not a sin to masturbate. It is a sin, however, to watch porn. And that's the problem that most people have. Most people pleasure themselves with the aid of porn, pornographic images or pornographic movies, or you're lusting after somebody else. As a man, you're lusting after a woman that's probably married. You understand? Or as a woman, as a man, you're lusting after a woman that's probably married. As a woman, you're lusting after a man that's not your husband. You understand? If you are pleasuring yourself and you're not doing any of those things, you're not committing a sin. The problem is it's very rare for that to happen. You understand? Usually that goes hand in hand. Usually, you understand? Now, I know there are cases where, that's not true all the time, but I'm speaking in general. In general, masturbation goes hand in hand with porn. You understand? They go hand in hand. So the act of masturbation itself is not unlawful, nor is it lawful because there is no sin. There's no law on it. So it's not a sin. That's right, Kabana. I am better than the other nations. That's right, sis. That's right. Shapata Yak said, if you're not so-called Black, West Indian, Latino, or Native Indian, I'm better than you. That's right. He said, may Allah guide you all. To hell with Allah. Right. Damn Allah. May Allah guide you, because we about to read what's coming for y'all. We don't need Allah. You need Allah. I'm about to read what's coming for you and your people. Uzzah said Moses is an Egypt name. His name in Hebrew that's not his name in Hebrew. That's not his name in Hebrew. His name in Hebrew is Masha, which means drawn from the water. Whatever you just typed in, you just made that up. You just completely made that up. That's not even Hebrew. You just made that up. Where did you get that from? Yehoiachin, that's not his name. You made that up. His name, Moses' name in Hebrew is Masha. Masha. That's his name in Hebrew. Once again, we study, teach, read, and write the Hebrew in here. What else we got? James Mitchell in here crying again. Oh, wait, no, Salaki. My bad, James Mitchell. I thought you were saying we were the liars. Salaki, my bad, brother. I apologize. Right? That's right, Shapala. I am better than the other nations. That's right. That's right, James Mitchell. Damn Allah. To hell with Allah. Oh, child molesting bastard. Right? Now let's get to it. Project Plowshare. You understand? This is why you should pray. You should pray and that Allah guide you. You understand? Because guess what? Israel is gonna be guiding them missiles. You understand? While you praying that Allah guide us, Israel gonna be guiding them missiles right to you in your huts. Right. You understand? And all your terrorist buddies and friends. Don't pray for Allah to guide us. We don't want none of that. We don't need none of that. We got a God. We got protection. Them missiles is coming for you and your folks and your people and your God. Go ahead, Shapai.
That submarine that the U.S. just pulled up on, you know what I'm saying, right on their street.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. That thing can destroy whole cities.
Right. Listen, that's James Mitchell says, white Jesus guides me and everyone. See, I thought I was wrong when I said what I said about you, but I was right. James Mitchell, shut up. Shut up, James Mitchell. You're here to troll, and that's fine. Just troll quietly. Shut up. You understand? Troll in your mind. You don't have time for that, right? Let's read that again. Project Plowshare.
Come, sir. Project Plowshare was the overall United States program for the development of techniques to use nuclear explosives for peaceful construction purposes.
This is the part that when you read the scripture, when it says the Lord put hooks in their jaws and turned them back. This is describing what literally happened. There was a time period when the United States tried to come together with Russia and the other nations. They tried to all come together. They said, listen, man, we stockpiled all these nuclear weapons, and we understand that, man, if one of these nuclear weapons, if one of us use them, we're going to destroy each other, and we're just going to kill each other. It's a phrase that y'all can look up called mutually assured destruction. It's abbreviated as MAD, mutually assured destruction. And what that means is during the Cold War, the nations understood that if one nation sends off a nuclear weapon, we going tit for tat. You understand? We going bang for bang. You understand? Big bank, take little bank. That's what they understood as nations. And because of that constant fear and threat of the nations going to war, you understand? That's right. Also, during the USSR, back when Russia was the Soviet Union, you understand? The United Socialist Soviet Republic, the USSR. Anybody that's a fan of James Bond movies, this is a side note, which I am. I grew up loving James Bond movies. Most of James Bond movies is him being a British M16 agent fighting against the Soviets, the Soviet Union. You understand? IUIC Warrior said thugs. That's definitely a troll. You understand? That's definitely a troll. You probably not even in the IUIC. It's probably some cat that used to be in the school. You understand? And he too cowardly to just type his name. You understand? If you are IUIC, you already keep reading. I'll hold my peace. I'll reserve what I have to say to see if you say something else. So like that's what I was explaining, right? So now the nations came together and they said, we got to come together and get rid of these nuclear weapons, because the constant threat of us having these nuclear weapons, we're going to destroy the earth. We got to come together and make peace. And so that's what Project Plowshare was. The nations finding different ways of trying to use the nuclear weapons for good, for alternative reasons outside of just killing and destroying. That's why to this day you have nuclear reactors, places that have nuclear energy. You ever see The Simpsons? When the show started off, they got those three, they look like cone funnels. That's a nuclear power plant. You understand? Nuclear power plants are where they use nuclear energy to generate electricity. This was part of the Project Plowshare. They were finding different ways to use nuclear weapons for alternative purposes outside of war. Well, of course, eventually this failed. It fell apart. You understand? It fell apart. It didn't work. And the United States went right back to animosity with Russia. That's what we're reading in Ezekiel 38:8. You just understand? Slack it, 38:4. Read 38:4 again if you could.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. Stop right there. That's why the Lord is saying, I will turn ye back and put hooks in your jaw. Imagine the imagery. You understand? Imagine the imagery of two people getting ready to fight. And then you got somebody's mother. You understand? Imagine you outside and you got two cats getting ready to fight, and then they moms come out. This old school. They don't see nobody do this no more. And they'll grab your ear. Imagine you getting ready to fight. You and some other cat getting ready to fight. And then y'all moms come outside and grab your ear and pull you away. And then somehow somebody put a hook in your jaw.
and pulls you back, turns you back, meaning you were supposed to walk away and there's going to be peace. Now something is pulling you back, putting a hook in your jaw and pulling you back to now you back in that fighting posture. Now it's beef again. Well, I was going to walk away, but you know what? Nah, I'm not walking away. Nah, it ain't no peace. To hell with that damn treaty. That's what the Lord is describing. And that's literally what happened. You understand? It just he said, I had that happen to me once. Damn if I wasn't hot. I had it happen to me. My sister called her, she younger than me, but she thought she was the mom of the siblings. And I called myself being ready to fight. And she called herself trying to grab my shirt. And I remember I told her, don't ever grab. When we got home, I was like, don't ever do that again. If I'm about to fight, let it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm all hot-headed and, you know what I'm saying, and not understanding, but that's what it's like. Somebody just, you trying to turn away, but then something is pulling you back. That's the Lord. The Lord said this will happen. He put hooks in their jaws and pulled them back in fighting posture. And now that's where we at. You understand? The United States and Russia are back enemies. You understand? The Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, and everybody thought that would be the end of the beef when it's not. You understand? Everybody thought it was going to be peace when it's not. You understand? That's what Ezekiel 34 is saying. Ezekiel 38 is simply now telling you that the Lord is going to visit your lands. You oppressors, the Lord is going to visit your land. He's going to visit your nations. He's going to destroy what you have built because you have built it on the backs of his people. You have built what you have spilling the blood of his people, his children. Mr. African Warrior said, is this the black KKK? That's an ignorant question. Do you see a white man hanging on a noose behind me?
Right.
Whenever you compare us to the black KKK, you diminish the evil and violence that the KKK has done to our people. There is no black group in America today that can be compared to the KKK. None. Even them gay fake Israelites, you can't even compare them to the KKK. The Southern Poverty Law Center, the same Jewish organization that calls us a hate group, on their website, they even say you can't make a comparison to any white supremacist groups because white supremacy operates within the power structure. Those white supremacist groups, they operate within the power structure of white supremacy, and they have committed actual acts of violence. There's no comparison. There's no way we could be the black KKK. We've never hung a white man. We've never raped white women. We've never kidnapped white children. We've never harmed any white person. Watch out for people like that. To somehow try to equate black love as white hatred. Watch out for people like that. Why is it that when black, Hispanics, and Native Americans love each other, it's perceived as white violence, white hatred? It's not. You understand? On the flip side, when white people, quote unquote, love each other, it's definitely violence and hatred for us. We're not white people. We don't think or move like them. The Lord created us to be different. And our cause is a just and righteous cause. We don't have to storm the Capitol. We don't have to defecate on the desk of senators. We don't have to be unlawful bastards like the oppressor. We don't have to burn crosses and kill people that go against our political ideologies. That's not who we are. We're not savages. We're not barbarians. All we have to do is say, I'll never serve those people's God. They killed our people and strung us up and burned crosses on our lawns. I'll never pray to white Jesus. I'll never go to church. I'll never be a Christian. I'll never smoke the white man's weed. I will never sell the white man's weed. I will never sleep with their women. I'll never love or trust them. You understand? That's all we got to do is now refuse to become who they are. That's the goal. So now that's what Ezekiel 38 and 8 is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Corral, he kind of want to cut the water, sir. It's talking about the Lord visiting these empires. You understand? The Lord is going to visit their land, their nations. You know what I'm saying? Give me 2nd Esdras 6 and 9. And we're going to get into this topic. If y'all haven't done so, make sure y'all like and share the stream. Like and share the stream if you haven't done so. Also, too, I know it's been a minute. Everybody type in the chat, type a 1W and type your tribe in the chat. If you watching, type a 1W and then type your tribe in the chat. If you know your tribe in the Hebrew, type it in the Hebrew. If you don't know your tribe in the Hebrew, just type it in the English. If you don't know your tribe at all, just say, I don't know my tribe, and Lord allow, we can help you in figuring that out right here, right now. You understand? Mr. African Warrior said, us Africans, we got it hard. We suffer. I believe you. Go find the Africans and tell them that. And y'all rally together and fix it, man. What do you expect for us to do? Mr. African Warrior, what do you expect for the I.S.U.P.K, organization that has no Africans in it, that doesn't allow Africans? What do you expect us to do about African suffering? Because I'm trying to figure out, why are you telling us about Africans, how bad y'all got it? We're not here to tell the white man how bad we got it. You understand? We're not here to tell Arabs and Africans how bad we got it. We know y'all don't give a damn about us. Right. We know you don't care, and we know that you will never do anything to benefit us if it means slighting you. Why are you telling us about African suffering? What do you expect for us to do? He said, oh, I thought we was brothers. That goes into my topic. I'm glad. That's a perfect segue. Mr. African Warrior, why did you think we were brothers? He said, Black Power. Why did you think we were brothers, Mr. African Warrior? I'm not African, nor Shapat, nor is any of the people that just type their tribe in. That's why I'm glad they typed their tribe in. You understand? Anybody that just type their tribe in here, they're not African. What's your tribe, Mr. African Warrior? Tell me what your tribe is, and then tell me, why did you think we were brothers? Go ahead, Shapat. Your hand was raised. Go ahead, priest.
I mean, we suffered too when they sold us to our oppressor. Most of our suffering come from them combining with our oppressor. We not African, and they know it.
The water. We definitely going there. You understand? Let me get these tribes real quick. We got some mighty tribes in here. African Warrior, type your tribe in the chat. What tribe are you? You understand? What African tribe are you? And tell me, why did you think we were brothers? What made you think that? Right? Let's see what we got. We got Adolphus Last, One West, Yahawada. Yahawada is Hebrew for Judah. The tribe of Judah are your so-called Negroes. Sha'Carri Richardson is from the tribe of Judah. You understand? We got Arawadia Bun Gad, One West Gad. The tribe of Gad are your North American Indians. Your North American Indians are the tribe of Gad. Yahawabaf, One West Bun Yumyun. Bun Yumyun is Hebrew for Benjamin. And the tribe of Benjamin are your West Indians. Shelly Ann Fraser Price and Sharika Jackson from the Olympic Jamaica team are Benjamites. What's the sister that won from St. Lucia? Alfred. I just know her last name. The sister that won first place in the 100. Alfred from St. Lucia. She's from the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? The one Ya'ala, One West Loya. You understand? Loya is Hebrew for Levi, and the tribe of Levi are the so-called Haitians. You see that French team, the France team, and how they almost beat America? Many of those brothers that are on the Olympic France team are Haitians. Many of them are Haitians from the tribe of Levi, and they got to France by the way of the transatlantic slave trade. You understand? Young man Darius, One West Loya, same thing. Loya is Levi, and that's your so-called Haitians. Black Dazzle, Yahawada, that's Judah. Maria, One West Aparium. Aparium is Hebrew for Ephraim, and the tribe of Ephraim are your so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Ephraim are your so-called Puerto Ricans. You understand? And there were a couple of athletes. You understand that whole breakdancing fiasco that they had? Yeah, the Puerto Ricans were right with the tribe of Judah in creating breakdancing in New York. You understand? I know many people right now are trying to discredit the contributions of the other tribes. You understand? But the Puerto Ricans were right with the tribe of Judah in the creation of hip hop and breakdancing. You understand? That's the tribe of Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans. Kawana, One West Ashar. You understand? Ashar is Hebrew for Asher, And the tribe of Ashar is Colombia to Uruguay. You understand? Colombia to Uruguay. You understand? A mighty tribe. You understand? A mighty tribe. And when you go into the history, they are credited sometimes with the creation of ancient basketball. You understand? They are credited with the creation of ancient basketball. Colombia to Uruguay, Slovakia. Mario Dominguez, one was Zabalawan. Zabalawan is Hebrew for Zebulun. You understand? It's Hebrew for Zebulun. And the tribe of Zebulun today is Panama to Guatemala. Panama to Guatemala. A mighty tribe as well. Shell, one West Judah. Officer one y'all said, looking for sympathy. God damn you Hamites. What the hell have y'all done for us? Sell us in damn slavery. You ain't lying, brother. Mathayah, one West Bunyamyan. Bunyamyan is Hebrew for Benjamin. That's your West Indians. You understand? Maria said, it's crazy how we're just trying to learn about the Bible more, and they always want to turn everything around on them. Like if they always need to be relevant. That's further proof that this is the truth. Because nobody does that in the church. In the church, everybody's quiet. And everybody can sit there and mind their business. The moment we say we're special, God chose us. We want to serve God. All of a sudden, there's distractions and interruptions. I understand. You can't distract or interrupt us. Anybody that comes in here running their mouth will be used as a teaching tool. You can't distract or interrupt these trained priests and prophets in here. We'll just use you as a teaching tool. That's it. Akira, one West Yahawada. That's the tribe of Judah. That's right, Shell. Africans sold us to the white man. The sister Yahweh said, Kazak, a murder, a blood clot idiot, boy, them. You understand? Mr. African Warrior said, I'm from Uganda. Okay. We are black, suffering the same things. We are one. Ugandans are not suffering the same thing. And I'm going to show you how evil that is. You said we are black, suffering the same things. We are one. Name me the Ugandan that was killed by the police. Just name me two. Name me two Ugandans that were killed by the police here in America. That's right, Mario. I don't give a damn about you hams. Me neither, brother. At all. Shalom, I.S.U.P.K. Shell said all of us winning the gold. Shapata Yak, Yahawada, Ban Yasha'ala. That's the tribe of Judah. You understand? Korah Lacum said Heather's heathens out tonight. I see, brother. Let them come out. Let them come out and play. You understand? I see Shapala, one West. Ma'adinah, one West Yahawada. That's the tribe of Judah. She said, Khan, low-key Sodomite tribe. Oh, absolutely. All the heathens are Sodomitish. Every last one. You watch heathen men interact with each other, brother. This is not how black men and Hispanic men and Native American men interact. I know because I people watch. People watching is one of my favorite pastimes. I like to just sit somewhere and watch people. That's probably why the Lord put me on Shamar department when I came into the school, because, brother, I've been watching people as a kid. Sit and study and watch people and see how they react and see why they do the things they do. And I remember watching as a kid, African men are absolutely effeminate, always talking to each other close and real touchy-feely and effeminate. White men are the same way. Asian men, Arab men, all the heathen men are effeminate. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, for you to be effeminate and gay is not our culture, man. They don't look right on you. They don't sit right on you. It's not who we are. Uza said the Dutch, German, British, Spanish are the Boers, Afrikaners, European. That where the name come from. The dark-skinned race are not the colonizer's name. Why are you putting question marks on the end of it? Are you asking questions? Or you just used to putting question marks? I don't know if you asking questions or not. Uza Banai. Right? That's right. Shapa said, we don't even smell like Africans. That's right. Mathayah said, go to the UN with your problems. That's where your salvation is. Right. You understand? So now I see nobody answer the question. Nobody could name me two Ugandans that was killed by the police here in America. You can't, because we don't suffer the same thing. That whole idea that because we all have brown skin that we're the same is just not true. That is witchcraft. Having melanin has nothing to do with anything. Every race has melanin except the white man. That doesn't make us all one people. You understand? And we'll go into that. Somebody asked a question. I was wanting to go into something. Somebody said something I was going to go into it, and I forgot where I was going to go. What, was you holding something, Shapat?
I got plenty of things. I got second address for you, and I got the definition of ham. It's sitting right below.
Second address first, please.
Book of Second Address, chapter 6, verse 9. So that's for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their followers.
This is what the Bible says. Anybody that studies history, this is the nature of empires. It's just what it is. As one is rising, another is falling. And as one is falling, one is rising. Do you honestly believe that America is going to exist forever? It's not. There are certain signs. There's certain, just look at it like if you're a doctor. There's certain symptoms to indicate a disease. You understand? Let's say the fall of an empire is a disease. Well, there's certain symptoms to indicate that this disease is present. And you can look at it. You understand? America is showing all the signs of this disease because America is getting ready to fall. You understand? It's getting ready to fall. But here's the thing. They want to make you feel fear. And that's why this whole election thing is nothing more than fear mongering. They want us to feel fear that if America falls, what happens to us? If America falls, if this country goes into ruin, what happens to us? Yeah, see, historians already know to look for the next empire. The problem is most historians, they're looking at the wrong place. Most white people believe that America's going to fall and that China and Russia are going to rise. That's what most historians are speculating right now. They don't understand that America is tied in to all of this society. America is the current way of this world as a whole, this society. Once America falls, this entire order of society falls. And guess what? There's one that's going to rise up right after it. And not only right after it, if you look at the graph, while one is falling, one is rising. Here's the beautiful thing about this. That's why the scripture that says the foolishness of preaching is one of my favorite scriptures. Y'all look at the brothers and sisters in the UPK as we in a cult. We just crazy niggas waiting on a sky daddy, and we dress funny, and you think what we're doing is insignificant, when really what you're witnessing is history in the making. You are witnessing the rise of an empire in the midst of a decline of one. And you don't have to believe it, but you better believe the people in power see it. They see it and they're seeking to stop it. They're constantly seeking to stop it. There's so many precepts. You can go into the dragon waiting for the woman to give birth in Revelation. That's what that's talking about. You understand? In Revelation, where it talks about the dragon waiting for the woman to give birth so that the dragon could consume the baby. The woman giving birth is talking about the birth of a nation, the birth of children of Israel. And our oppressor has always sought to snuff out our nation. That's why when Christ was prophesied to be born, they sent people to find out where he is so they can kill Christ, because Christ was prophesied to raise up the nation and rule over this nation. They have always sought to destroy us. The problem is their time is over with. Go ahead, Shapat.
So I wasn't going to read it, but I got two of them to add right with you.
What you got, priest?
But you want me to read it?
Yeah, what you got? Tell me what you got.
Look at Genesis chapter 25, verse 24. Verse 25. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Mm-hmm. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Right.
And his name was called Jacob.
That's right.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. But I was also going to say in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 4, when the Lord say, though thou exalt yourself as the eagle and make your nest among the stars, I shall bring thee down.
Right.
When they went up in outer space in 1969, the I.S.U.P.K was created in 1969.
It's not a coincidence, brother. People can look at it and be like, come on, brother. You're reaching, brother. That's a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. They, quote unquote, went to the moon in 1969. It's not a coincidence that the UPK was established in 1969. The moment they thought they was going to rise, they hit their peak, is when now the begin of our rise started. You understand? That's for them was the peak. 1969, them going to outer space was their peak. Meaning from then on, brother, it's been declining. And really, since the Roman Empire, they've been declining. But there's, once again, there's sometimes if you look at a graph, there's certain what they call ebbs and flows, meaning sometimes it can go up and go down, go down. 69 was as high as it was going to ever get. You understand? 69 was the peak. And now, brother, it's coming down. And since 69, you had now this thing rising. And once again, as it's happening, it's going like this. And eventually, they're going to meet in the middle. And you're going to see it. Lord allow in our lifetime. I pray the Lord let it happen. We get to see it meet in the middle. And that's going to be scary for the oppressor because they're going to know, oh, it's over with. They're going to be able to see it. Like, oh, ours is falling. Theirs is rising. Right. Go ahead.
It's a lot. It's heavy how you say that it been falling since Rome, but then, went back up or whatever, because it say in Revelation 13, where it say that the dragon was injured, or he was injured, but he still lived.
Right, his head.
He came back through, the Christianity and all that.
That's right. The beast, his head was injured. Understand? That's talking about what happened to the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire fell and it was injured, but it was revived. It came back alive. It came back to life through the empires that exist today. America, Britain, France, Germany, Russia. You understand? That's exactly what it's talking about. The Roman Empire lives through its children, through its 7 heads. You understand? Which are those nations? Mr. African Warrior, he said that young Western the priest. Shut up. Shut your Ugandan African mouth. You don't know a damn thing about Commander General Yahanna. Don't worry about where our money goes. Ask your Ugandan leaders where the hell that dusty money y'all got going. You worrying about what we doing over here. You just said y'all got problems in Uganda. Go fix Ugandan's problems. You being on this chat with Israelites does nothing for Uganda. You understand? Go fix your own people's problems and leave us the hell alone. You watch your African mouth when you speak about Commander General Yahanna. You understand? Or the Lord will fill it with flies and maggots. Watch your filthy Hamite mouth, man. What the charge you at? Come here. No, I got it. Come here, mama. Plug this up right here. Plug that into the orange one. Plug it up for me. Be careful, okay? Right. So now, what we got? What you got, Shapop?
I still got. You want me to go back to second address?
Thank you, mom.
Second address 69.
No, that's the end of that. You understand? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. The Bible even tells you before Esau understood the history of empires, the Bible prophesied that. This is how every empire has risen and fallen through this cycle. One falls, one rises. Here's the beautiful thing about ours. Ours won't fall.
Right.
Esau will be the last time that we will be in captivity. This empire will be the last time where you'll see a heathen be able to rule over the children of Israel. Because after this, Christ is coming to establish an everlasting throne, an everlasting covenant, an everlasting peace. That's all throughout the Bible until Shiloh come. You understand? Give me Revelations 12 and 12. If y'all haven't done so, hit that like button, man. Our Wadia said 1969 was a very pivotal year for a lot of events. Yes, they said 1969 was the year of turmoil. That's how it's remembered in history. You understand? Mario said, Edomites, they know their time is near, but they keeping it quiet. Oh, that's what the Bible says, brother. They know it's definitely know it's near. Yahweh said, for us paid by us to feed, clothe, and shelter our nations, tie prayer, food is brought, the water to the men. That's right, sis.
That's right.
You understand? You was right in saying that, but that filthy Hamite doesn't deserve to know where our money goes. How dare you ask us where our money goes? That lets you know the heathens have a superiority complex. Like, really think about that. To come into a space with people that are not your people and to ask us where our money is going, you think you have a superiority complex. You mind your affairs. Mind your business. You should be asking, where's all the Ugandan money going and why it ain't fixing all the suffering you claim your people have? You just was on here crying about all the suffering. Nobody suffers like us. You just was over here crying about suffering. Find out where them Ugandan dollars is going. You asking about where our money is going. If my money was going into the trash, that's our business. If we was collecting tithes money and burning it, that's our business. Don't worry about that. Worry about your own people. You got your own problems, man. And really, if you was a loyal African, that's what you would be doing anyways. That's what a loyal African is doing. He ain't minding the business of niggas. A loyal, worthy African is right now finding solutions for his people. Trying to find out how we can get more clean drinking water, how we can cut back on malaria, how we can end the monkeypox epidemic that's happening in Congo and Uganda right now. But instead, you won't hear worrying about where niggas' money is going. You are a dishonorable African. You are dishonorable. You understand? You shame your family. Go ahead, Shapap.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye have heaven. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the seal, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
This is what the Bible says. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, meaning destruction to those that live on the earth, because the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, meaning the devil is the white man, according to the Bible. You understand? The devil has come down having great wrath. He's full of anger. You're going to see as time gets closer and closer, as time progresses on, especially the lead up to this election, you're going to see anger in the white man and in white women too, that you never believed they had. Now, in the truth, we already going to know, because we know that the devil. You understand? We know there's nothing that they are not incapable of doing, because they're the devil. But many of you, we are the world Negroes, and God loves everybody, and we got to come together. And many of you, Martin Luther King, hold hands and sing Negroes, you Christians, you are going to be absolutely dumbfounded when you realize the people that you thought you can change with love, the people that you thought that you can heal with kindness, you're going to be so shocked to see the level of evil and hatred and anger that exists in them as this place falls more and more. They're already saying on the Republican side that if Donald Trump does not get elected, it's going to be bad for this place. They're saying that already. That's not my words. They are telling you out of their own mouth what time it is, and you're so brainwashed and high off the religion, off the programming of Christianity and Islam, that you can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see and hear what's right in front of you. They're telling you if Donald Trump does not get elected, it's going to be a civil war. They're going to unleash the fury that's filled their hearts. And here's the thing that you don't realize, because you're such a slave. They're not talking about getting mad at Arabs. If Donald Trump doesn't get elected, who are they going to take their anger out on? This is why it's so beautiful to know history, because all you have to do is study enough history to know what the patterns are. If Donald Trump does not get elected, who are these white people going to take their anger out on? Type in the chat. Tell me. Let me know that y'all paying attention and y'all study and know. It's not hard. If Donald Trump does not lose, and they said it's going to be a war, it's going to be a civil war, who do you truly, honestly believe is going to have it taken out on? Maria said all of us. The same people historically have always been the victims of their violence. You understand? The same people that historically has been suffered whenever white people and white women get scared or mad. We have always been the whipping stick. That's right, Shell. That's right, Black Dazzle. That's right, Kawana. That's right, Darius. Our people. You ain't gotta believe me. History has shown. The New York draft riots. White Irish and Italian men got upset that they couldn't draft black people because we weren't considered humans. We weren't considered full humans. So instead of them storming the government and lynching white politicians that passed the law, they came and lynched black men in New York City. We had nothing to do with it. We didn't pass that damn law. We always receive the brunt of their anger and their fear and their violence and their fury. And that's what's coming to America. It doesn't matter who gets in office. Donald Trump can get in office. Kamala Harris can get in office. It doesn't matter. They're going to be the devil because their time is short. Go ahead, Shapa.
Salakia, sir. Now, man, it's having you say that. Speaking of the KKK, they were established after the South lost the slavery to the North.
The water.
With, our oppressor mad again because they lost one side and they came and took it out on us.
The water supply. Once again, it pays to know history. The KKK was literally formed after the end of the Civil War because the South, the white people in the South were so angry that their side lost. Guess what they did? Now, here's what you would think. What's the logical response? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not calling nobody to violence. I'm saying logically, if you just lost a war with somebody and you're still angry you lost, what is the logical thing that you would do? What's the logical thing that should happen? If you just lost a war and you believe your side should have won and you're angry you lost, what's the logical progression of that? Let's take it from war. Most of us aren't war strategists. If you lost a fight, if you got in a fight and you lost a fist fight one-on-one and you feel like you should have won and you mad you lost, what is the natural thing? What is the logical thing to do? Shapat?
Oh, we fighting next day.
We fighting again. That's right, Nwanyala. You go back to war. You fight the same person that you just lost to. That's the logical thing to do. That's right, Maria. Rematch. Run it back. Nah, run it back. You're going to have to see me again. That's the logical thing. Let me show you how evil Esau is. You know what Esau did? Imagine you in a fist fight and you lose that fist fight, but instead of rematching it with the person you lost to, you go fight the person that was the kid that was watching in the back. You go and fight the child that was in the back watching. That's Esau. What they do is it doesn't make sense. If you angry your side lost, fight again. Re-up the Civil War. Fight the North again. They didn't do that. Instead, they took the coward route as usual. And what they did was they preyed on the people that were the most vulnerable in America. And that's us. And they created the KKK. And they didn't go and terrorize white people up north. That's the logical thing. If you're going to create a KKK, you would think it's created to now terrorize white families up north. That's who you just lost against. Instead, they created the KKK to terrorize the very people that fought with them. With them. That's right, Kawana, fight again. That's right, Darius. Every time I see you. That's right, Arawadi, regroup and fight again. You see how our people understands that? Because we have a sense of morality. It makes sense. I lost against you. I'm not satisfied. We have to fight again. It's not that I lost against you. Now I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight the small person over here. What? Go ahead, Shapa.
Man, that's like you lose and you turn around and then what you laughing at?
That's exactly what that's like.
You want to fight the guy who's laughing.
That's exactly what that's like. And here's the part that's so terrible. Black people fought with the South in the Civil War. People forget that. There were a lot of black people that fought for the North, but brother, there were black people that fought for the South. And those white people, brother, they went and terrorized those same black people that fought with them, that died alongside them. They went and terrorized those families because the white man is a coward. He is the devil. And he does things, brother, that you will not be able to understand. And you're going to see a new level of hatred and evil and violence from these people because they understand that their time is short. Read that again, please.
But in Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the seal of the devil, and of the seal. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Give Officer Arawadi a hand. He just sent me the article I needed. Priest and Officer Arawadi Bungad just sent me this article on the New York Post. The title says, Eric Trump, this is Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump. Eric Trump warns a storm is coming if Kamala Harris is elected. This is Donald Trump's son. He's telling you out of his own mouth, there's going to be hell to pay if we don't get our way. And once again, historically, they don't make their rivals pay. They're not going to terrorize white Democrats. They're not going to go and terrorize the White House. They're going to terrorize you. The police are going to kill. It's going to be more Sonia Massey's, more George Floyd's, more Trayvon Martin's. You're going to watch them try to exterminate us. They've already been doing it, but you're going to see a new level of it because they understand their time is short. They know their time is short. You understand? And that's why this Olympics is just a distraction for what's really going on. This Olympics is a distraction to try to make you believe that somehow to have pride as an American. See, look at us. Shalom, Deanna. I see you, sis. Shalom, Kelly, usual. You understand? Maria said they knew they would lose again, and so they went to the weaker. They knew they had a chance with. That's exactly what it is. That's what a coward does. Instead of fighting the person, rematching the person you fought with and lost to, you go and pick somebody weaker. That's a victim. And that's our oppressor. And he's going to seek to victimize our people. This is no better time for black men and women to come together, for Hispanic, Native American, and black men and women to join together. This is the best time to come together, because what you're going to see is those of you that push this divide amongst our people, those of you that believe now the black man, the black woman, and Hispanic man, and all these divides that exist, you're going to be preyed on first. You black women that hate black men, you're going to be preyed on first. You black men that hate black women, you're going to be preyed on first. You Hispanics and Native Americans that hate black people, or you black people that hate Hispanics and Native Americans, you're going to be preyed on first. Anybody that's upholding the divide amongst our people, it don't matter what the divide is, you gang members, you're going to be preyed on first. Any divide that exists in our people, if you're upholding it, you are going to fall prey to these devils. You know who's not going to fall prey? The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, because we eliminate all divides amongst our people in here. There is no old versus the young in here. There is no light skin versus dark skin in here. There is no west side versus the east side and north side versus the south side in here. There is no men versus women in here. There is none of that in here, man. All those divides make us weaker and separate and easier to become prey. We're stronger together. God said it. That's what the Lord said. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. You understand? So now, why do black people dominate the Olympics? Anybody want to type in the chat? Why do black people dominate the Olympics? I don't know if y'all know this. The United States in the history of the Olympics has the most medals out of any nation. Just give you some quick facts. The United States, out of every nation on the face of the earth, has the most medals in Olympic history. The United States also has the most gold medals out of any nation. You understand? Does anybody know what category, what event are majority of those medals won in? You know what I'm saying? Shell said the power from our Lord. There's said greatest man on earth. That's correct. That's correct. Both of those are correct. Does anybody know what category wins the majority of medals for the United States? What category is that? Category meaning there's different sports, different events in the Olympics. Darius said basketball. Nope, not basketball. Shapat? Track is a subcategory. That is true. The official, Mario said running. Yeah, that's the track. The official category in the Olympic Commission is called athletics. That would be your track and field events. That's right, Black Dazzle. Track and field events. That's right, Kavanagh. You understand? When you look it up on the Olympic website, they have it listed under athletics. That would include all the track and field events. That's what has won the majority of the gold medals for the United States. Does anybody know what race of people make up the majority of the athletics for America? Blacks and Hispanics. Blacks and Hispanics make up the majority of the athletics department. It's not by chance. That is the department that wins all the medals. Go ahead, Shapat.
I got a preset for why.
Let's get the first one, and then we'll get that right after.
Sir. Book of Zephaniah, chapter, you said 2, verse 1?
Yep.
Chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired.
This is what God is telling us. Anybody that's trying to push a divide is antichrist. You better hear, and it's not just for the sisters, but let me speak to the sisters first, because the sisters is easy. Y'all get gained up easier than brothers, because you cling to things that sound good. You cling to things that feel good, that smell good. Sisters are more prone to be carnal than brothers. You understand? That's why women love comfort. You understand? Because you like the things that sound good, smell good, look good, feel good, taste good. That's just, everybody does, but women have a higher proclivity to those things. And so because of that, you can hear something that sounds good to you, and it will cause you to now forget the whole reality of things. Many of you sisters, you hear these devils, or you hear these broads talk about black men ain't this and Hispanic men, and you hear about how our men ain't this and that, and because you have been hurt in the past or traumatized by black and Hispanic men, you let somebody prey upon your traumas and your hurts and your own reserves, your own apprehensions. You have to be smarter than that, sis. And I talk to you like you my daughter. You gotta be smarter than that, baby girl. Come on, baby girl. You smarter than that. Stop letting people play upon your traumas and your hurts and your insecurities and your fears. Stop doing that. They're not telling you what you need to hear to make you better and to benefit you. They're telling you what you want to hear to benefit them. That's the church. That's all your podcasters now and all these feminists, the feminist movement. They're telling you things that you want to hear, but it don't benefit you any at all. You understand? Anything that gets you to hate the black man or Hispanic man, anything that gets you to separate from the black man or Hispanic man, or to look at them less than the prince of the power, is from Satan. And you better wake up and understand that now, tonight. Anything that tries to get you to separate from your brothers is of Satan. It's antichrist, because God just told us, gather together. Whoever's telling you that you got to be independent and liberated from your man is of Satan. It's antichrist. Now let's get to the brothers, because before, brothers, you weren't so easy to be manipulated. But because many of you have been raised by mommy, so many of you are just as emotional. And you're letting these podcasts prey on your hurts and your traumas and your fears and all the jadedness that you have. And so now you got a lot of black and Hispanic men that hate black and Hispanic women as well, which is gay, by the way. I want y'all to understand that that's gay. For a man to look at women like that, if you're not gay already, you a hop, skip, and jump away. You understand? Just understand that whole spirit of women ain't this and women ain't that, that is very effeminate. If you see a problem with women, you got to blame yourself, brother. We have to blame ourselves because we are in charge of these hard-headed women of ours. We set the standard. And the reason why our sisters are destroyed is because of weak men. I'm not saying you are the weak man, but just understand they're destroyed because of weak men. You understand? And now it's going to take strong men to get them in order, to put them exactly where the Lord said they should be, underneath our care, our authority, our protection, our correction. That's where the Lord wants these sisters. Anything that is convincing you to go get a passport and take on a heathen woman, anything that's convincing you to separate yourself from our sisters, from our women, is of Satan. It's antichrist, because God said, gather yourselves together. Now let me talk to all of us. Anything that causes you to hate your brother or your sister without cause is of Satan. It's antichrist. Because the Lord says if you have an ought with your brother or sister, you are to go to him or her alone and tell them their offense, to give them a chance to fix it and to maintain that relationship, to maintain that brotherhood and sisterhood. You hate a brother or sister, clearly you haven't done your job. You failed. You just broke a commandment. And if you break one, you break them all. It makes no sense for you to stop eating pork, for you to stop getting high, for you to cut your dreads, for you to stop going to church, for you to do all these changes. It makes no sense for you to do all these things, but you don't follow that commandment in Matthew 18 and 15. If you don't go to a brother or sister when they offend you, just go back to getting high. Go back to smoking weed. Go back to the strip club. Go back to hit the block again. You know what I'm saying? Eat the pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Just go do all the things you used to do, because you aren't following one of the commandments, and really, arguably, probably the most important commandment. You understand? This maintains the brotherhood. Anything that seeks to destroy us or separate us from each other is of Satan, man. That's just the truth. That's the truth. And you got to understand that. Understand that demon and attack that demon when it tries to attack you. No. I won't believe that about that brother. I won't believe that about that sister. You understand? If you don't have proof of anything, don't let Satan lie to you about your brothers and sisters. And if you do have proof about something, that's when you go to them, he and thee alone, and you address it, and do it with class, with decorum, like you've been raised right. Go ahead, Shapasi. Go ahead, my bad.
Like I said, so happy I can say that our sisters are out of their way because of weak men, because of the men are so weak that they don't want to take the time and spit game and get a righteous sister, and what I'm saying, not just have something easy. Our men are whoremongers. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, we have more women that are like, okay, that's what the men like. So now it's destroying them because they're actually becoming whores. You know what I'm saying? Which destroys them. We got a growing rate of young girls becoming whores because they think that's what men want. But really just men just being weak and don't want to take the time.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. If there would be no strippers if men didn't go to strip clubs. Ever thought about that? There's a song, 3 6 Mafia song. I forgot what song it is. It wouldn't be no hoe if it wasn't no John. That's the truth. If prostitutes couldn't exist without men that pay for prostitutes. Strippers couldn't exist without men that pay for strippers. Whores couldn't exist without men that love whores. You understand? And it's not to say that all men are weak, because we are the example in the UPK that we're not weak. In the UPK, if you're a whore, you won't get love in here. Right. Good luck trying to get married in here if you're a whore. And you ain't even got to be a full-blown whore. If you have the appearance of a whore, you're not getting married in here. I'm trying to help you. You understand? Because brothers in here are not weak. If you're a drug addict or effeminate, you won't get love and married in here as a man. You couldn't even be in here. You understand? But you think some sister in here that's one West is going to look at you like you special and want to be with you when you're effeminate as the days end? Nah, not in here. We're not weak in here. And because of that, we are the place that the Lord's Spirit dwells. The Lord's Spirit can't dwell in anything that's weak, because the Lord's Spirit is not a weak spirit. The Lord's Spirit conquers all, subdues all. If you're a coward, if you're weak, the Lord can't dwell in you, man. He doesn't dwell in you. You understand? The Lord said, gather together, O nation not desire. So now, back to my question while we wrapping this up. Give me about 5 more minutes, y'all. Salaki, give me 5 more minutes. Why do black people dominate the Olympics? Read the precept you got, Shapat. You said you pulled.
Sir. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
This is putting it in plain sight right here. You want to know who the true Jews are? All you have to do is just look at the people that surpass everybody else. You want to know who the Jews are? Y'all looking, and that's the problem. Y'all looking for things. Matthew 5:13 is where I was going next. Knowing you, Allah. Well done, brother. You understand? I perceive thou art a prophet, because Matthew 5:13 is exactly where I was going next. The problem with people when they hear the Bible and they hear about a chosen people, you look for religious things to look for. When you got to erase the religion, just look at things for what they are. Just look at reality. Who are the most copied people on the face of the earth? Who are the most imitated people on the face of the earth? Who are the most flavorful people on the face of the earth? Once again, don't look at it as a Christian and don't look at it religiously. Just look at it as a person observing the state of affairs. If you can just erase the religion, you can see the reality, the truth in front of your goddamn face. Who are the people that everybody copies? Everybody tries to talk like, everybody tries to dance like, everybody tries to look like. Even in our sin, everybody tries to copy us. In our destruction. That's right, Shell. That's right, Maria. We are. You want to know who the true children of the God are? The people that God says are chosen people, a special people, a holy people above all the nations of the earth. All you have to do is just take a look at the people that everybody wants to be like. You understand? That everybody admires because of the things that we do. That's right, Deanna. It's us. Even in our lowest state. And remember, y'all, we're not even living according to how God said to live. We are living like slaves and peasants in America, eating the worst food, living in the worst conditions, in the worst neighborhoods, drinking the toxic water, breathing in toxic air. We literally live in the worst conditions, and somehow, some way, we are able to produce Sha'Carri Richardsons, LeBron James, Noah Miles, Sidney McLaughlin, Usain Bolt. You see, y'all thought we was going to only talk about Black Americans. That's the divide I'm talking about. Our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean are of the 12 tribes as well too. And anybody that tries to create a divide now between Black Americans and Black people in the Caribbean is of Satan. Don't fall for that. Those brothers and sisters in the Caribbean are our brothers and sisters, man. And don't let some damn Olympic Games create some divide or further some divide, man. Those brothers and sisters in Jamaica and in Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and Cuba and St. Lucia and the Bahamas, those are our people. You understand? The nation doesn't matter. We come from the same bloodline. That's right, Yahweh, not like us. We are the people that everybody wants to be like. We are the flavor of the earth. That's right, Shell. St. Lucia won gold. You understand? She's a Benjamite from the tribe of Benjamin. Go ahead, Shapat.
Like, man, that was their first gold medal, by the way.
That was their first gold medal for St. Lucia.
By me.
Go ahead, priest.
I was sitting there, caught a post right before class where, speaking of salt of the earth, they had a white woman that was breakdancing in the Olympics.
Yes.
And the guy was making fun of her with the Beverly Hills Cop theme music.
Mm-hmm.
He was like,
Yeah, I seen that jump. Yeah. Yeah.
I was crying laughing because she looked like an earthworm.
Right.
Trying to break that.
No flavor.
None.
No seasoning. Read this Matthew 5:13, please, bro.
Come, sir. Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth.
Ye are the salt of the earth. What more do you need? Who are known for seasoning their food? Now, once again, this is not to say that all nations don't season their food, because Indian people have spicy food. Right. Indian people use all the damn spices. But who are known for seasoning their food? There's a certain people that well-seasoned food is synonymous with. And don't try to act brand new. Y'all know who it is. What people are synonymous with seasoned food? If you don't know, all you got to do is go on, sit on a social media app just long enough. That's right. Maria, we are. Darius says she scored 0 points. Yeah. They should have got her the hell up out of there. It was an offensive display of white privilege. They should have beat her down on the dance floor. What's that Michael Jackson song? Blood on the dance floor. That's what should have happened, because what she did was offensive to the highest level.
Right.
You understand? Our white said Esau, Moab, and Ammon trying to take over breakdancing. Oh, for sure. Maria said, please tell them salt and pepper is not completely seasoning food. Exactly. Black Dazzle said Israel. That's the truth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are synonymous with seasoning food. And that's how you know we are God's people, because East Indians season their food too. They use all the damn spices they got. There's other nations that season food, but somehow having good seasoned food is synonymous with us. We are the salt and the flavor. In the 70s, they had a term called soul brother. Who was they referring to? Soul brother. Well, that term soul brother, was that referring to all people? Soul sister, soul brother. That term was referring specifically to a group of people. It's us. They used to say in the 70s, you got soul. Some of y'all may not be old enough to even know what that means. In the sense today, they would say drip. When I was more so my generation, we said, what did we say? Flavor or swag. That was the end of my jump. Swag was like the end, but flavor. You got some flavor to you. You understand? Also, when y'all said they use armpit spices. Yeah, the East Indians, brother, they'll use everything. Sweat, armpit juice, all they spice, they season their food with all types of abominations. You understand? But we are the people that's known to be flavorful. Soul brother, soul sister. You understand? That's right, our word is soul man. You understand? That's right, Martha Adobo. Maria said, don't forget the saison. You understand? Like, come on, man. We are associated with flavor, literally. Right. You understand? That's right, Zero Wolf. Remember Jive Turkey? The way we talk, the way we dance. Who is associated with dancing good? You understand? When you think about people being able to dance, what group of people are the first people that is synonymous with being able to dance? Once again, somebody has to walk people through these things, because you ignore the reality of what the Bible is saying because you're so stuck in this fairy tale Christian religious world. Mario said, I'm sorry, sir. I know we're talking about Adobo, but we have the most beautiful women too. Mario, slow down, brother. I was getting there. Let me build up to it, Mario. Salakia. I'm watching these sisters in the Olympics, and I said, all these women could be models. To hell with running and jumping. Just you come be in my kitchen. You ain't even got, listen, some of them so bad. Listen, you ain't even got to cook, shorty. I'm gonna order takeout. Just put it on the plates. That's how bad some of these sisters are. You ain't even got to cook. Just get in the damn kitchen and look good. And when the food get here, just put it on the plates real nice and neat and bring it to me. We have the baddest women. There's no comparison. The 12 tribes have the baddest women. And if you ask the sisters, they'll say, we have the most handsome men. I'm sure the sisters can concur. You understand? Go ahead, Shapat.
It's a lot here. The youngins got a word. They say rigs. That means you got a good game. You know how to spit to the sisters. And if I could give it up to Mario, acting like his rib ain't in this chat right now.
That's right.
Spitting games right now.
That's right.
You know?
He telling the truth. The brother's telling the truth. You can't deny the truth, man. That's what it is, man. We got the best looking women, the best food. Black and Hispanics. That's right. Who said that? Darius, young man Darius. Blacks and Hispanics are literally associated with dancing. Break dancing literally came from blacks and Hispanics. An Olympic. Now, keep in mind, y'all, dancing is not a sport. I don't know if y'all know that.
Right.
Dancing is considered an art, and that's for that's why a ballroom is not. There has been a what's that? Can't get my words out. Let me slow down. They're not politician. There has been a petition. Say it again.
Competition.
Right. There has been a petition for a ballroom competition to be a part of the Olympics, but the problem is they were saying you can't turn the art into a sport because now what parameters are you judging off of? Meaning a sport, there's a clear winner. The first person that crossed this line wins. The person that jumps the highest wins. The person that jumps the farthest wins. Whoever can throw this the farthest wins. Whoever can lift the most. There's a clear parameter on who wins in sports. When you have art forms, now how do we gauge who won? And that's the problem with the dancing. But still, they included breakdancing as part of an Olympic event. We created breakdancing. You understand? We are the flavor of the earth. Go ahead.
The Salaki it's almost the same because they got ice skating is in the Olympics. And,
Right.
and I would say too, like floor gymnastics and stuff like that.
That's right.
To me, that's kind of like an art as well.
That's right.
Even though you could just clearly see she did 3 flips and she only did 1. That is the difference there. But the ice skating, that's like dancing.
That's it.
Ice skates.
That's it. You understand? And even in that, there's a sister, I forgot her name. There's a sister, she did this move where I think it was like a double backflip or a triple backflip. I forgot the sister's name. And they banned that move, meaning she should have been known, she should have won the Olympics, but because the move she did was so hard that nobody else could do it, they said they can't count it. Yeah, Simone Biles is going through the same thing now. Simone Biles has performed moves, brother, that people can't even duplicate. And for a long time, they fought to even include it in the scoring because it's like, okay, we shouldn't allow this because it's too dangerous for other people to do. It was like, well, damn, I thought that was the standard on being great, being able to do something that nobody else can do. But all of a sudden, now we're too great. We can't count that. We are God's chosen people. We are the salt of the earth. You understand? Our Wadi said, Uzzah said the Hebrew Israelites are not Israelite. Stop putting a Y in front of Israelite. That comes from white Jewish people. Stop putting a Y in front of Israelite. There's no such thing as Yisrael or Israelite. That's not even real Hebrew. That comes from white people. You understand? White people don't speak real Hebrew. They speak Yiddish.
Right.
The Hebrew Israelites are the patriarchs, which is the roots to support the branches. No. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are the patriarchs. You understand? I get what you were trying to say, but I can't agree to that. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are the patriarchs, and from them you have the 12 tribes, and the 12 tribes are the standard as far as who everybody wants to be like and copy. Our Wadi said the first Edomite who breaks his neck from ground rocking loses the breakdancing contest. Right. That should be how they judge it.
Right.
Black Dazzle, she said, our people are phenomenal. Yes, we are. You understand? Hold on, Spot. If you could read that scripture again, we read it to the end. I'm gonna get you. We gonna end the class. I don't want to go too far over.
Okay. Ye are the salt of the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his flavor, wherewith shall it be salted?
The Bible says if the salt lost its flavor, well, wherewith shall be salted? Meaning, what good are we if we lose our flavor? I hope y'all understand. Our flavor doesn't come from us. Don't think it has anything to do with, melanin or genetics. You understand? Like you would deceive yourself into believing we're great because of something that we did. No, We are great because of what the Lord gave us.
Right.
The Lord made us special. The Lord gave us something to separate us and to make us special, and that's the laws, statutes, and commandments. Without the laws, statutes, and commandments, brethren, as great as we are in this place, we are still looked at as a byword and a proverb. You understand? That's the part we got to remember. Like, we can sit here and congratulate ourselves all day when our conditions are nothing to be congratulated about. That's the flip side. We got to deal in reality. Even though we are the most copied and imitated people, we live in hell.
Right.
350,000 of our babies are killed, murdered every year. 70,000 of our women are missing right now, just gone. 2 million of our brothers are behind bars. We have the highest rate of AIDS and HIV. We have the highest rate of blood pressure and kidney disease and lung disease and cancer. We are absolutely destroyed. And it's because we are salt that lost its flavor. Our flavor comes from the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's where it comes from. And without that, your salt without flavor, man. Some people might still use the salt. Some people might still just, I'll still just throw it on there, but it's no use for you. And that's why we are a byword and a proverb. We are looked upon as everybody wants to have our fun, but nobody wants to be with us with the struggle. That's why. Everybody wants to be black when it's time to dance or rap or look cool, or do all the superficial things, but nobody wants to trade places with us. Don't get it twisted. Nobody wants to trade places with us because we live in such terrible conditions. And that comes from us not following the laws, statutes, and commandments, not following Christ, not living as Christ told us to live, not loving each other, not fighting our demons. If you see how we are in our lowest conditions, you better understand how we are now is salt without flavor.
Right.
I want y'all to understand that. What you're looking at right now is salt without flavor. Imagine if we come back to what God says, you will get to see now what salt really do. You would really get to see, oh, I thought that was something. Damn, I didn't know that they were capable of this. I didn't know that these people could do this on this magnitude. Don't get so caught up with our successes now, like it means anything. You should look at that and say, damn, if we can come back to our culture and come back to our God, we will be dominating everything on every level.
Right.
You understand? We're salt without flavor right now. What you should do is look at our people and look at the great things that we do and say, it's not enough. It's not enough. We got to come back to our culture, come back to our customs, our laws, come back to our God. And then you'll be able to see, oh, wow, the salt has got its flavor back. This is what this is supposed to look like. This is how we're supposed to be. And that's why the I.S.U.P.K is so valuable, because in here, that's right, Rapaya. They want our rhythm, but not our blues. That's why the I.S.U.P.K is so valuable, because in here, you get to see brothers and sisters come into potential, tap into things that they never would have ever tapped into living in the world, being salt without flavor. I couldn't imagine not having a Shabbat Dayak in the truth and not having these crowns. You understand? Like, a brother came in here and tapped into things. Brothers come in here and learn how to sew. Sisters come in here and learn how to do all. You come in here and change your life and take back your culture. You start developing skills that you never would have developed. The Lord even makes it where you can learn things that you never thought you could learn. Brother, who in their right mind would ever think that niggas that didn't even graduate high school, for some of us, or didn't finish college, could learn another language? Yet and still, we've done it. We do it. You understand? Who will ever think that a sister that had 5 abortions or 4 abortions and then was told she could never have children and had breast cancer and fibroids and uterine cancer, that she will ever be able to have children and raise children? And she comes in here and yet she does it. And here, miracles happen. And that happens when the salt gets its flavor back. You understand? You have to get your flavor back, and there's only one way to do it. Coming into the I.S.U.P.K, changing your life. Don't tarry, brothers and sisters. You understand? This place is falling. It's crumbling all around us. What are you waiting on? You can't find a time to come. My job won't let me. In just a second, you gonna wish that you would have said F that job sooner. Mark my words. You ain't gotta listen to me. I'm only a priest and prophet under Commander General Yahanna. You would hear me when I'm telling you. And I ain't saying go quit your job. Don't be rash. You understand? Don't be simple. Get counsel on everything. What I'm telling you is, whatever excuse that you're making to not come to class, you're gonna regret it. And you're going to realize after the fact that it was such a small obstacle that you could have overcame.
Right.
It was such a small thing that you could have overcame, but you were too damn weak. You better fight and overcome that obstacle now, while you still have a chance. You understand? With that, we're going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Shapat Dayak.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in the world. After 6 months of a brother or sister have an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give it to the Treasury Department of teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. Memorial blowing of trumpets, first day of the 7th month, Wednesday, the 2nd of October, 2024. You can find us in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. Also, we're still in cookout season. The next upcoming cookout is at headquarters, New York, August the 30th through September 2nd. The next cookout is Southern California, the West Coast cookout, September the 26th through the 29th. And then we have the Down South cookout in Houston, Texas, October the 31st through November 3rd. And also, next year's Passover will be on August the 12th. That's the week of what is that? August the 7th? No, hold on. It's not.
April 12th.
I keep saying August.
No sweat.
It's April the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see something. I believe that's Wednesday is the 9th.
I'm not sure, but that's the Passover. You know, it's a whole week of events. The Passover in the UPK is a whole week of events. You understand? The actual Passover day is the 12th. You understand? What I would urge everybody, if you can right now, take the time off for that. If you can, push for as many days as you can for that Passover week. The Passover week is usually a week-long day of events. You got after the Passover, the next day, that Sunday, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So if you at your slave, take off for that time now. Account for that time. You understand? That Saturday and that Sunday. And I would say try to get try to get Thursday and Friday if you can. You understand? Once again, man, don't be a coward. Press forward. Closed mouths don't get fed. A lot of times you ain't been getting anything because you're so damn scared to ask or press for anything. You can't be like that. You have to be aggressive. Esau's aggressive in telling you no. He's aggressive in making sure you don't ask. You got to be aggressive in asking and pressing. You understand? And the push come to shove, I ain't telling you to do this, but the Kazakh way is they don't approve the time. You still there anyway. That's the Kazakh way. I ain't telling you to do it the Kazakh way. You understand? I'm just telling you how I've done it. You understand? And I've lost many of slaves because of the Kazakh way. So, be wise in everything you do and get counsel. Go ahead, Shapat.
I didn't get approved not one day of the last Passover, but guess who was sick for 5 days?
I hear that, brother. You understand? You're going to find a way. I can't stand that brothers and sisters know how to get over and finesse in the world, and they come into the truth, and all of a sudden they lose their sense of finesse. No. Finesse for the Lord, man. Finesse for the things of the Lord. You was finessing and getting over and making things shake when using the world. Don't get in here now and act like you forgot how to do it. Make some stuff shake. You understand? Get to class, get to the Passover, get to the Sabbath service. You understand? Support, show up to these cookouts, man. You're going to see. You are going to mark my words. Mark my words. And you're going to see it soon. It's not, you're going to wish you have become more active sooner if you don't now. Mark my words. Don't assume a seat is here for you. You got to look at the truth like a train. You understand? Like a train that's moving. You better get on this train, man. Get you a seat. The Lord ain't guaranteeing you to have a seat. You got to fight for a seat. Come in here and fight, man. I ain't going to harp on that. Go ahead, Shapat.
Oh, God, sir. My Ahmed, check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black hoops, black shirts, black pants, black hairband, and scarf. And with that, I say I might you, which means to stand. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Then there is your man Shabbat, might you. But Rob, Yahanna Shimi Al Shabrakata.
Yahanna Shimi Al Shabrakata.
Yagimata, class dismissed.
All right. All right, shalom, Israel, shalom. Like and share the stream. If y'all haven't done so already, make sure y'all like and share the stream. Let's push this truth. Until next time, we out, Israel, shalom.